Hi everyone, I'm Becky and welcome to Becky's AngelScopes. I'm so happy you're joining me here today. It is autumn in the Northern Hemisphere where I am, and so I hope for all of you, the pumpkins are on the porch and the mums are blooming in the garden. It is indeed going to be a wonderful autumn. For those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, it's springtime, so enjoy that as well. Now, happy birthday, Libra, and happy birthday upcoming, my dear and fabulous Scorpios. It is a very, very, very powerful time for manifesting what your heart desires, because it is said that on your birthday, as you blow out the candles and make your wish, you have a direct line to source energy to manifest whatever your heart desires, as long as it is in the highest and best good of all concerned. So expect that fabulous birthday gift to come to you soon. All that being said, I want to thank my subscribers for subscribing. It is such a joy to see that you enjoy these readings. And those of you who are just visiting, we welcome you to join us and subscribe as well. And if you decide that you would like a private reading with me, I would be honored to do that for you. I do readings on just about any particular area of life, and I have many different spreads that are available. And of course, we always give the last word to the angels of love and light. All that being said, it is time to look into the month of October. I'll see you there. Hi Sagittarius, this is Becky, and welcome to your October 2017 reading. We are doing a love focus, and we are going to be using two sets of cards today. The first one is Wheel of the Year Tarot, and I love this autumn leaf here. It's got symbols for all four seasons. Just a beautiful deck with a lot of autumn colors. Then we'll be using the Romance Angels Oracle Cards deck by Doreen Virtue, and you can see it's a beautiful deck. Now, we will be doing a 5-card spread today. In the first position, we will be looking at the general situation between you and the object of your desire, or it may not even have developed into that. It just may be someone that is on your mind in the realm of love and attraction. And if you don't have anyone in mind, then it's in general the energies surrounding you regarding love. All right, in position 2, we'll be looking at how this other person feels about you, Sag. And in position 3, we'll be seeing how you really feel about the other person. And once again, if you are not thinking of anyone in particular, then these two center cards will let us know how you're really feeling about love. And in position 4, we'll be looking at any obstacles to a relationship with this person, or any obstacles in general to calling in great love. And then in position 5, we'll be looking at the advice or outcome that Spirit wants to give us today. I've already created a sacred space around us today, and so Sag, we're ready to get started. And we'll start first with the Wheel of the Year Tarot. Angels, we are with Sagittarius right now, and myself. It's October 2017, and we are interested in getting a card for the general situation between Sagittarius and the person that they are thinking about as they came to the reading today. Sagittarius, and there it is. Thank you, angels. All right. Angels, the next card is, how does this person feel about Sagittarius? Angels, how does Sagittarius feel about this person? Angels, how does Sagittarius feel about this person? There it is. Angels, are there any obstacles to this relationship or to this forming a relationship? Any obstacles that we can talk to Sagittarius about? There it is. Angels, we need a 5th card now and a last card for the advice or outcome of this situation between Sagittarius and this, between Sagittarius, okay, that one just bent. All right. Angels, between Sagittarius, outcome for Sagittarius, October 2017. There it is. Okay, good. All right, now what I'm going to do is turn these over, and then I'm going to check and make sure that you can actually see these well enough. I am going to hold them up, and I will turn over the 5th card at the very end. So let me just take a quick look, Sagittarius, and they are more or less there. I will show them to you, though, as we go. Okay, Sagittarius. Now, in position 1, we have the King of Swords. In position 2, the 6 of Swords. In position 3, the King of Wands. And in position 4, the 5 of Pentacles. And we'll get to position 5 in just a minute. All right, so let's take a look. What is the general situation, Sag, between you and the person that is foremost in your mind today? And we have this King of Swords. Now, this could be actually the person you're thinking about today. And if that is the case, the Swords energy is a mental energy. It's the King of Swords is someone, it could be a queen too. It doesn't have to be a man, because we are not gender specific here, because there's so many people listening to the reading. The King of Swords is a person who, number one, is very verbal. He has mental agility, and he's a deep thinker. He's a good talker. He knows how to converse and get along. He is very much in his mind. The energy of the mind is the sword energy. He's generally, if he's behaving from the highest energies of the King of Swords, he's a person who is truthful, who is honest, who may be direct, maybe a little bit blunt and to the point, a little bit too directly sometimes, but he's usually very educated, very wise. He's got this book in front of him. He's someone who's well read, who's can carry his own, like I said, in a conversation. He's honest, he's truthful, sometimes a little bit blunt, but he is somewhat of a mental energy person. Now, if he is someone who is not embodying the highest energies of that, and he's embodying the lower energies, he could be sharp-tongued. He could be someone who cuts with words, and someone who basically is a little bit harsh and maybe even secretive and deceitful if he's operating from the lower energies of that vibration. Now, in terms of zodiac sign, what could he be? He could be an air sign, because swords represent the air element. And the air signs, if it's a sun sign, are, let me think what the air signs. We've got Libra, we've got Aquarius, and we've got Gemini. Those are the three that are ruled by air. Now, it could be a sun sign, a moon sign, a rising sign, or even a Venus sign, or just a lot of planets in the sign, in those three signs in the zodiac wheel of this person's horoscope. Now, you may not know the details of all that, but just think, if this person is the person you're thinking about today, then he's definitely showing up. And the general situation is this person has seen fit to show up in your reading today. So it seems to me like this, if it is a person that you're thinking about, it's a very important situation here, because he's actually showing up in the reading today to be present with us. So very fascinating there. If it's not the person and it is just an energy, then the situation, it could go either way. It could be a situation where someone is being honest with you. They are being truthful with you. They love conversing with you on all topics, and they are quite agile mentally when it comes to conversation on any topic. They're wise, as I said before, well-learned, I should say, well-learned, and they're a lot of fun to talk with, a lot of vivaciousness when it comes to conversation. It could be that that the situation is one of great mental connection. That's what I'm going for here, Sagittarius. A great mental connection. I mean, you just vibe with this person, and they're a lot of fun to be around and lively and talkative and things like that. So that could be the situation, or it could, I just heard, it could be that you've just started talking to this person, whoever the person is. You've just started getting to know them and talking to them and striking up conversations. It could be online, it could very well be an online situation where you've just found someone online that you've struck up a conversation with, and it's all very lively and interesting and fun. It could be that as well, but let's continue to see what we see. All right, in position 2, how this other person feels about you, Sagittarius. Okay. If we look at the Six of Swords, the Six of Swords is a very, very, very good card. It is, because what it represents is going from rough, choppy waters, rocky shores and rough waters, and it represents moving on into smoother waters, to calmer shores, to a better situation. So this person, it looks like to me, feels as if, Sagittarius, that you're good for them. You're good for them. Either they have been hurt and there's something, that they are leaving behind that was a very painful situation or a very rocky situation with someone, and they see you as almost the deliverance into a calmer sea, a calmer water, someone who is, represents just an overall improvement in their life, okay? Someone who is a calming influence on them, and who is bringing them into calmer waters, into calmer romantic waters, okay? If it's already developing into a romance, that you're someone who can deliver that. That's how they see you. They see you as the person who is going to bring them into calmer romantic waters, as it were. Okay, so they're looking very favorably upon you in that manner. Now let's see how you feel about them. Sagittarius, this is so funny. You've shown up in the reading today, Sagittarius. So not only do we have this person here that you have in mind as we come to the reading today, but lo and behold, you've shown up, my dear Sagittarius, and this is you. This is the King of Swords, and I'm feeling very much that it is you showing up in the reading. It's very important that both of you showed up in this reading. It's just really interesting to me. And this is the King of the King of Wands. And if you're not familiar with the Wand suit, the King of Wands, the Wand suit is fire energy. So the King of Wands is a fiery king. He's ardent. He's lusty. He's vivacious. He's strong, and he loves outdoors, and he loves to be active and moving, and he's just a very energetic king, and he's fiery, and he's got tons and tons and tons and tons of passion, and he's quite hypnotic and magnetic as he weaves this passionate spell around others. So if this is you, and you Sagittarius are a fire sign, you are ruled by fire, that's your home element, so to speak. It is your element. So this could be you showing up in the reading. If it is you showing up in the reading, then we've got this progression here. We've got this progression here. And so you can see this king is looking toward you, and this boat with this gentleman pushing the boat into calmer waters is in between. This king is moving toward you because he feels that you, as I said, represent that calmer water. Interesting progression. And if this is an energy of how you feel about the other person, then you are turned on by this other person because either you are full of fire and passion because of this other person that somehow entered the scene or will shortly, and that's how you see them, as someone who is able to just light your fire, Sagittarius. And if this is another kind of energy, it simply means that you see them as hot as well. So not only do you see them turning you on passionately, but they also feel that back from you, okay? So you're thinking that, man, they are one hot tamale, and looks like they feel the same way. All right, so that could be that. It could just be the energy and not you, but Sagittarius, I'm getting a very strong feeling that this is you showing up in your reading, and I'm getting a very strong feeling that this is the other person showing up in the reading. Now, I will say this. If you mix air, which is the sword, with fire, which is the wands, air and fire, what do you get? When you feed a fire with more air pumped into it, you get combustion and a huge fireball, and that's exactly how this feels to you, most likely, and to them. And to them, it feeds that fire. Okay, now what about obstacles to this relationship? Okay, so Spirit is telling us today we've got the 5 of Pentacles. Now look down here. You can see the 5 coins are here, and you can see there's a bit of rain coming down, some lightning, and this gentleman is sitting to get shelter under this ginormous mushroom or toadstool. All right, so what does this mean? What kind of an obstacle is this? An obstacle to the relationship developing more, or going to the next level, or even getting started from the beginning. And the obstacle here is that someone feels almost, what I want to say is they feel bereft in some way, but someone may be feeling that they've tried to start relationships before, they've gone through the steps, and they've come up short. They've come up alone and left out in the rain. I'm seeing this more as a fear, because someone, either you or the other person or both, have walked this path before, the path of forming a relationship, the path of finding a person you're interested in and trying to get that going. And someone is worried, they're worried that they're going to repeat this pattern, that they will end up feeling regret again. And the message is, forget this. This is the past. You have to let it go. You're never alone and left out in the cold and the rain by yourself. Never. And so just clear out your energy field by doing some meditations to clear your chakras. If you're not familiar with chakras, just go ahead and Google that on YouTube. There are plenty of meditations to help you clear. And the advice here is to not feel regret anymore. Not feel left out, not feel spiritually, economically, romantically bereft of good fortune. Just let it go. And I mean, yes, proceed wisely, but there seems to be some energy of regret. So whatever that is, it can hold back. And the fear of feeling regretful once this relationship gets off the ground, that somehow it's not going to go very far, and that you will end up back in this position again, because it feels like both of you have already been here. But the advice, or not the advice, but really it's not an obstacle. It's not an obstacle. It's just that you're worried, that you're worrying about it is an obstacle. Okay, so we need to get rid of that worry. Now, in the advice position, the 5th card, look at that. Wow, Sagittarius. You know what I said about the 5 of Pentacles? Look, now you've got the 10. Spirit is telling us through the advice card or the outcome card, you have got supremely beautiful, the pinnacle of beautiful, loving relationship with all of the abundance in life that you need in terms of, yes, material wealth, but also a wealth of the soul and wealth of love and joy and riches that go beyond the 3D reality. It's a total connection between these two souls. It can be marriage. It can be setting up a house together, or married or not. It can be definitely forming a union that stands the test of time. There's also the feeling of family in this picture. So it could be you establishing your family, and it always, always, always harkens back to the people who came before you that brought you along. So it's like a legacy of family, and from the past and moving forward into the future in the arms of your beloved. Okay, so remember what I said, clear that energy out and let go of any possible fears of being regretful once you embark on this journey with this other person. Let's see what the romance angels say. Romance angels, we're with Sagittarius today. Tell us what it is that you would like to tell them before we go. I just got so many angel bump chills. It's just unbelievable. Sagittarius, look at this. I don't know if you can even see it. I hope it's in view. Okay, so the Romance Angels card mirrors the card, the Ten of Pentacles, true love. And it says, this is the romance of a lifetime. Sagittarius, this is a beautiful thing. Remember what I said. These two, air and fire, combustion. So the passion and ardor is there. The result looks very promising indeed. It looks like it could very well be a true love situation, as long as it's mutual. Let go of the fear of being regretful later. It seems like to me, Sagittarius, that you have got the clear road ahead and the green light to dip your toe in the water and give it a go with this lovely soul that you have connected with. However, it's all up to you. Remember, you're the boss of you and your energies. And I always say, take what you will and leave the rest. So I hope this is resonating with you, Sagittarius, because it sure looks like that for many of you. This is an amazing development, and I'm very pleased to see it. Now, let me see. I think that's it. Let me just look at it one more time. For those of you who don't have anyone particular in mind as you came to the reading today, you've got somebody coming along, because this gentleman here is coming along very soon. He's coming in. You see this boat. He's coming in to your life, and the same thing applies to you here. You may be a little hesitant, but just try it out, see where it goes, because it definitely has potential to develop into that. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Well, that's it, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed your reading today. I'll be back around the mid-month or so with a brief update. So until then, I wish you peace, richest blessings, and great love beyond your wildest dreams. And so it is.